music?
Yeah, yeah. Here.
There we
There.
go.
All right. So, first up, Happy New Year.
Yeah, hello.
It's not New Year yet when we're recording it, but when it comes out,
We're recording this on the 30th of December, 2025, so...
yeah. Oh, I just realized, should we have done this on Thursday? Because then we could report how many people got injured by fireworks.
That'll be next week.
Tune in next week to hear how many people blew their eyes out
Or their hands off.
in the Netherlands. Yeah, apparently there have already
It is
been
a
a
good thing that...
lot of children that blew their hands off, actually.
Yeah, because they get illegal fireworks.
No, not even that, just that. It's also just stupidity.
It does show a really... Like, fireworks are a really good indicator of intelligence.
No, it doesn't, because some of them are like 9. I guess in the
Yeah, but if
intelligence
they've
of the
been...
parents, yeah, sure.
Yeah, and also, have they been taught that, you know... Like, if you teach them to throw the fireworks, you know, you light it, you throw it.
That's
Or if
no.
it's like... Or if it's something that has to be put on the ground,
You, that's
then
not the
you
problem.
teach them, put it on the ground, light it, take a minimum of 5 steps away, and then look up.
That's not the problem. Because the problem is that it's firework, and thus it's also inconsistent.
Yes, you do have to teach
It
them
can
that
just
if
blow
it
up.
does go off. Yes, but if you have fireworks that you just buy at the store, then there is a smaller chance. There's a small, like a very small chance. I've never had it blow up in my hand before. You know, you look, right? If you have if you have some piece of fire, it's usually a fuse. You light it, and after you've lit the fuse, then you take the steps away, or throw it, and then potentially take another step away if you don't throw it far enough. And once the fuse has, you know, burned and it doesn't go off, which can happen, sometimes they're a bit faulty, but if that were to happen, and it's something that you've thrown, do not touch it. Don't. Just wait.
Yeah. Well.
Because more often than not, it's still hot and can still ignite. Or if it's like a cake that you put on the ground that you just place down, and you look into it to see why it hasn't gone off yet, and then it suddenly goes off, then your eyes fucked. So, what you want to do, as I said, you light it, you make sure there's enough distance between you and the firework, and if it doesn't go off, you just let it. You don't go near it, you don't touch it, for at least a couple hours. Just to be sure.
Look.
And then
You can also just be intelligent and not waste your money on something that is literally made to be shot and exploded into the air.
Yeah, I mean, I got some for my birthday, so that means I didn't spend money on it. So that is a thing, you know? If you get it for your birthday and you haven't spent money on it, then yeah. But it's more often not just like the children that get hurt are with friends and the friends just like dare them to do something stupid, for example. Or they want to prove themselves and how tough they are, and then they blow their hand off, and then are permanently handicapped. I mean, the minority of handicapped people is the only minority you can join at any time.
Is it still handicapped if they have no hands?
There's just gaps.
I guess they were handicapped. Wait, yeah.
Yeah, their hands got
The hands got capped. Reckon that's where the word's from.
I'm gonna look that up right now.
If it is, we are fucking geniuses.
Origin of word. Mid 17th century, from phrase hand in cap, originally a pastime which one person claimed article belonged to another, and some change in value decided by an empire of the... It's just a game.
Wait, what?
By the looks of it.
That's where it's from?
English meaning... I want to know the origin. I mean, it started in the 17th century as sort of a game, hand in a cap, where one person claimed an article belonged to another and offered something in exchange, any difference in value being decided by an umpire. All three deposits forfeit money in a cap. The two opponents showed their agreement or disagreement with the valuation by bringing out their hands either full or empty. If both were the same, the umpire took the forfeit money. If not, it went to the person who accepted the valuation. Then you get handicap race, which, you know, is basically, which was added like to horse racing as a handicap with extra weight towards a winning horse, like a superior horse. You know, if you have a horse that's way faster, you can then put some weight on it, give them a handicap. So it's basically just an impediment. That's just what it is.
Yeah. But I like our definition better.
Yeah, but that's if you lose your hands. You're ignoring the entire community, basically. You're just ignoring the entire minority.
No, we're just saying that's where it came from, and some idiot chopped off his hands with a butter knife, and then he was handicapped, and now that's just what it is now.
Yeah, a lot of people just with fireworks, I feel like they've gone just dumber and dumber when fireworks are involved. Like, it is not that difficult to just, as I said, keep your distance from explosives. Like, you wouldn't stand near a grenade. Like, it's not like you pull the pin out of the grenade, release the handle, and then hold it in your hand for like until it explodes.
What explodes?
We're talking about
He's
dumb people
here.
with
We
fireworks.
have started the podcast.
Oh yeah, we don't. Jim, where's the post-it?
Do we assign him a post-it? Do we do that?
Well, if you're only gonna get his own character,
Hold on.
then we can reuse the post-it.
Yeah, the leaf is just never going away. Hold on.
It's gonna be for a person that we don't have a character for yet.
Give me a sec. Reactive Fuji.
I mean,
Yeah,
just as a temp thing, grab the one you gave me at the fucking D&D thing.
No, that's not what we're talking about right now.
We were talking about how dumb people are fireworks, and I gave the example of you don't just pull the pin out of a grenade, release the handle, and then hold it in your hand till it explodes. You don't do that.
Yeah, you don't. Duh.
Add
Yet people still do it
custom
with
source.
fireworks.
I mean, there's people who put them in their ass. So I mean, where is this surprising?
Yeah.
We
I
have
just
people
remember the
changing
video.
entire fucking milk wagons made to be pulled behind a tractor into a fucking cannon.
Are you familiar with the one video of some people like a firework up their ass and then lighting it and it doesn't leave?
There's
It
probably
just
more of those videos than you think.
it just doesn't move out. It stays within like the wooden rod. It just doesn't, there's no movement. So it just burns, the propulsion shoots out against the ass, doesn't move, just keeps burning it, and then it explodes.
People are stupid. Yeah, well, that shouldn't be a new thing.
Where did I even
I
save
mean,
that to?
As Einstein said, there's no limit to the universe and human stupidity, and the first one not even certain of.
Does that mean that I'm gonna see a lot more videos on r/Darwin Awards of people
probably.
using fireworks? So instead of it just being like trains and heavy machinery, it's gonna be fireworks as well.
I mean, this would more be a thing for Dumpert, but yes.
Yeah, but r/Darwin Awards does have something to do with removing yourself from the gene pool. No,
I know. And sadly, most people who make these stupid ass fucking mistakes with fireworks don't remove themselves from the gene pool. They merely lose a couple of fingers or an eye.
Yeah, we figured out a good definition for handicapped. With no hands. So you're capped without hands.
Okay, so I did it, but how do I now assign that
Well, let me
to
take a quick look, see
Quentin?
if I can find it out. What was the website called again?
Oh, I
Because
found it, I
lost
found it. Okay, save that. Now he
We'll
should
get there
be...
eventually.
Yep.
Okay, where do
Some
I
slight
get
technical
the
difficulties.
link again? Sources...
Yeah, I do have some fireworks,
So
but
if I do this, hold on, this should probably do it.
I've basically never hurt myself with them.
Plus...
I mean, I've done a lot of stupid things in my time. I haven't fucked up fireworks.
Quentin.
Because we know, you light it, you make sure there's enough distance.
I mean, just common sense
Yeah,
shit.
he's there.
That's the fact.
Did I screw it up? Wait. Did I?
The position, maybe.
No, okay. Can you, Quentin?
Yes. I'm gonna be honest there. My profile picture is moving more than the thing.
It is
Quentin?
working.
Yes, hello.
Why can I not hear anybody? Hold on.
Bro,
Oh,
fuck
boy.
something up. Technical difficulties, part 2.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're not even on.
Okay, I think
yeah, we are.
all the audio in my PC is gone for some reason.
Bro plugged something in and now everything is configured to that as the main audio source probably.
What happened?
How long till he figures that one out?
Worst part is.
There we go. Okay, I fixed my audio.
Ah.
Okay. Where do I put him?
Where the one was previously, just.
Yeah, but Johan could also still join. I didn't finish his thing yet.
Yeah, I guess so. Let's make sure it's
You'll
behind the train.
There.
Just behind
Quentin,
everything,
Quentin, that's
invisible.
you.
apparently I'm a Canadian. Apparently I'm one of the long lost leaves of Bush.
Yes. So if you don't know, that was Bush's original thing here when we first started, because our first couple episodes are making this room and these characters. So I just drew very quickly like a stick figure for myself and that leaf for Bush.
Nice.
Alright.
But yeah, people are stupid with fireworks.
Yes.
People are stupid with everything.
True.
Like
There's a
even at
reason
scouting,
shampoo has
where-
instructions.
Yeah, I mean, even at scouting, right? Let's be real here. At least to my experience, people are generally quite smart. Even at our shit, we sometimes have people doing interesting things. Like shooting a shaving cream thing.
Like stealing
Next to the
signs,
fucking
apparently.
We have air rifles at scouting, yeah.
No, I was talking about how you keep mentioning you just steal traffic signs.
I mean, allegedly.
Nah, you don't get to say allegedly now.
To be fair, technically I didn't steal anything. I just was there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
Sure.
literally didn't
He just
run
happens
outdoors.
to be within
the
the
group.
vicinity.
But not even with the vicinity, with the exact group that is stealing.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make you guilty as well?
Under Dutch law, yes. But shush. Oh, but it would be different to guilty. It would be a accomplice to a crime rather than doing the crime itself.
I guess so.
So it's different.
To make it less scuffed.
I mean, no, the scuff thing is... You know those, like, the 2 to 3 wide traffic signs above the highway?
Yeah.
We also have multiple of those.
That's just difficult.
That is...
Those things are
a
fucking massive.
accomplishment. Those things are fucking massive. I'm fairly certain the widest we've got are like the 2-lane wide ones. But yeah, we just casually have those laying around. Because
It totally
why
doesn't
wouldn't
sound
we?
dangerous. That's not necessarily dangerous. It totally doesn't sound illegal at all.
Nah.
If they ever check it, we have someone that's part of the government that can just say, yeah, we bought those secondhand. Yes, there's actual thought gone into that.
There's... Of course.
So for our American
mean-
viewers, he used to be in the
Dutch
Scouts,
scouting
and
is so
apparently
different.
Dutch scouting is not at all based on good principles.
No, it's based on military.
They
And let's be real here, we know what kind of shit the military gets up to.
yell
Yeah.
pew pew at each other because they don't have enough money to have ammunition for practice.
Yeah.
That's too close to home, Jesus.
I think that is fixed now, but it was a thing at some point.
What a thing, it's atrocious.
Wasn't it also a thing during like
I mean,
the,
the Dutch have the strongest army in the world, and you cannot touch us at all.
I mean, we are still one of the better armies, and we still are navally a superpower. To this day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, we strike far, far beyond our size. In general. We might not have a lot of troops, but like, for our land mass's size, we're not even that bad, troop-wise.
I guess.
We are just a very small
Our
country.
Our specialty is boats, but that's no surprise.
No. Our specialty is ice skating.
It's a bit more complicated than that. Our specialty is assisting other nations' armies. In the broadest meaning.
True.
Most of our
We're
armies
just support.
Like that one time when we sent a single soldier for an operation in Iraq. Or
I mean, we
Iran.
acknowledge that they don't. It's as simple as that.
It's just weird to think like
especially if you look at the types of, for instance, aircraft, in general, like ground vehicles, but even boats we have. You also see that reflected heavily. Like, for instance, we can lead entire NATO ship fleets, and we also do that in practice.
Yes. We also lease our tanks from Germany.
Well,
yeah.
the ones we currently have, the ones that are ordered, not.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, we have new tanks, don't we?
Oh, we don't have them yet. They will be here in a couple of years.
Yeah.
But even though we don't have tanks, we have a we have a fuck ton of vehicles. Like, even ground vehicles. Like, you'd genuinely be surprised at how many ground vehicles we have. Like, we can defend our own part of Europe.
I mean,
yeah, but
that's
considering we have the United Kingdom on our coast.
Well, that's the thing. If you look at where we are at, and the types of countries we are surrounded by, like, we essentially have on 3 sides of us, we have a nuclear, a great power of which 2 are nuclear.
Yeah, I was about to say. Britain.
Germany
power.
sadly doesn't have them yet. But, like, the thing is, if you look at our position in NATO, it also makes sense for us to mainly be focused on long-range power things and assisting other armies, especially logistically. Because end of the day, before our tanks are not going to be the first in line.
True.
They're going to be like 5th or 7th in line.
Yeah, ours are going to be the recovery tanks.
Of which we own quite a few, to be fair. Like,
Why is my Wi-Fi shitting itself? All I'm doing is playing War Thunder.
L.
Yeah, I had 70% packet loss at some point.
Yikes. That's
70% packet loss.
that is rough.
Oi.
Yeah.
Who hit me?
But like, of the Leopard 2 recovery vehicles, can I find how many we have? The question of the day. We have 25 of them. That's like that is a fuck ton if you think about it.
Yeah, that's pretty
Like,
good.
especially for recovery vehicles that don't often, get used in
Like,
any
we
way,
also
shape, or
use-
form.
We even still use a couple of Leopard 1s of that same spec. And like, we
Nice.
also have stuff like the Kodiak, the other a different version of the Leopard 2, of which we have another 10. Which in theory can still be used for that job.
Yeah.
Not only that, we also have one or a couple of the Leopard 1 beach armored recovery vehicle, which especially is very rare to have.
Yeah, because surprise, surprise, we have a beach.
And even then, most of those countries don't have a vehicle like that. Like America and the British have them, but like it's a very rare thing to have actually. A vehicle specialized in getting vehicles off of a beach.
Yeah.
And like these are the specialist vehicles, of course. But, like we also let's see, is there a total number of how many of them we have? I'm gonna have to do math. Oh dear God. Like of the
Oh no,
boxes
guys, he
we
has to do
have,
math.
Once I'm done with fucking math, once I'm done with math, we'll get there eventually, guys. Like we have
One
200
eventually later.
like, just boxers alone, we have 200 of them. And that's before you start thinking about the Vector, the CV-90, the Bushmaster, the Fennec, the Manticore, all very similar vehicles in their role, the Fox.
The Manticore?
Like, we have a lot of different vehicles that are somewhat similar, but different.
What is the Manticore?
The Manticore.
Because I only know that from Greek myth.
It is a It is a it's a lot of things.
Well, I know it's a what is it again?
It's
I think it's a lion with a scorpion tail.
The simple version, it's a truck with a remote weapon station.
Ah.
It's just a truck.
So why is that
Similar
called
to-
a Manticore?
Because that's what it's called.
What does that have to do with lions or scorpions?
Ask that to the company that makes them. Which is Iveco, the events vehicles.
Yeah, I'll
If you
just
could've told
I'll
me.
give him a call.
The company that makes, commercial trucks has a military.
Division, yes.
Yeah.
But like,
Which
for-
doesn't
but
surprise me at all.
reference- For reference, of the Manticore, we almost have 1,200 of them.
Okay.
That's not exactly a few.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, are you gonna continue to Jew?
Yeah, I'm currently playing War Thunder and I'm sort of getting beat up. I'm dead.
Skill issue?
I had no barrel and no machine gun. What was I supposed to do?
Do a barrel roll.
But also, like, for instance, the CV-90, we also have 128 of them. Bushmaster, we have, let's see, do we have a number of that? Do we have a number of that? I don't even have a number of those, okay. Vector, that would be
Yeah, but...
also not a number. Like, for most of these things, you can see how many we own. But for some of them, you just can't for some reason.
Probably for security reasons. You don't want to have everybody know the specific amounts of vehicles that you own.
Yeah, but for most of them, you can just see it. Like, for instance, the Fennec, we have 345 of them. Hell, of some of these vehicles, you can even see which variant in which amount we have.
Yeah, I mean, considering we're basically a
I mean, in
support
some
country,
cases you do wanna reveal what you have.
yeah, because that means you can scare them off.
Yeah, because
A lot
if it's
easier.
like, if it's like, oh, we have a fighter jet that can easily take like 20 of yours, you know, then that means that their
Yeah, but
fighter jets are
generally when
suddenly completely
somebody-
irrelevant.
I mean,
generally
in
when
my
somebody
opinion-
does that,
Yeah, go on, Bush.
it doesn't really, usually people the countries that do that are Russia,
China, US,
Ch-
Korea.
yeah, the US is likely to actually have it.
Yes. But like,
In the meantime, Russia and China say they have it.
For China, I
But,
could
like,
believe
don't.
it.
a interesting topic in that regard. In my opinion, we've bought the wrong jet.
Which one did we buy and which one should we have bought?
Okay, we bought the F-35, as you know.
Yeah.
Or the full name, the F-35 Lightning II, as a replacement to the F-16. Both phenomenal aircraft. The issue lies in, cost-wise, it's extremely inefficient and it's extremely easy to remove the needed infrastructure to using them.
Yeah.
Come in, the Saab Yas-39 Gripen.
We should just bought the sensible Saab. As usual.
Genuinely. Like, the
Because
thing is,
it's
it's-
Saab.
it-
It's
outside of the reliability difference, the thing is, it's just as simple as it is far more versatile. It doesn't lose much in the terms of capabilities compared to the F-35, and outside of that, it's a shit ton cheaper to use. Like,
yeah.
if you look at the running costs of them, the difference is astronomical.
So we could have bought a cheaper aircraft which would be easier to use.
Like, comparatively, and because I'm lazy, I'm grabbing a Ukrainian source called Breaking News because I am too lazy to figure it out myself. Make of that what you will. Like, comparatively, the flight hour cost of a Gripen in the variant EF is about 22,000. That is with maintenance, fuel, crew, logistics expenses, everything. Then you compare it to the F-16V, that's 25,600. Then you compare it to the F-35, 46,000.
So it's basically just double the cost.
Just in flight hour, per flight hour. That's without the other increases in costs.
Oh, cool! I'm having 80% packet loss.
Lovely. But like, another thing is, compared to the cost of the aircraft itself, the Gripen costs 85 million per aircraft.
Yeah.
While the F-35 costs similar apparently.
Yeah, so it's just the running
Never
cost
mind,
that's
never
more.
mind. That is without the engine.
I don't know. Why is my Wi-Fi shitting itself?
It's about 20 million more per jet.
So, for like 20 mil more, we
get a
could
little
have
bit more stuff.
20 mil less and half the running costs.
We get essentially just a bit more stuff. Not much more.
Yeah.
Compared to the newest variants of Gripens. Not only that,
Yeah.
the Gripens don't need all the special stuff that the F-35 needs. A Griffin can run up any fucking highway without any issue. It
Yeah.
doesn't need all kinds of fancy specialized equipment just for that vehicle. It is made to be run from everywhere at once.
Which
just
is
a
how
better
military
doctrine.
military shit should always be. Like, you know that you are not getting perfect conditions. You know
I
you're
think
not
you
getting
can
any
hear the
special shit.
fireworks.
The first things that get bombed are gonna be the fucking airfields.
You can literally hear fucking fireworks in my background right now.
Nice.
To be fair, so, the combination of two different softwares that are running fucking background noise fixing and just my mic somehow are making it not be hearable, I think.
I'm gonna close my
But
window.
The thing with military stuff is you basically have to run it without any infrastructure at all. Like, sure, you can get some, but you have to be able to run it without any support. Because there are going to be proper scenarios where you're not getting that support.
I think closing my window didn't help.
Yeah, but like, that's the thing. You are just not getting that with the F-35.
No, but if you look at the Dutch doctrine anyway, where we're basically the support country.
Yeah.
Like, we are not going to be in a fight where we have no support.
Fair enough.
Because we help other countries also means other countries help us.
I mean, that is the thing with the F-35. We are more inoperable with it because a lot of countries do use it.
Yeah, so basically,
That's essentially the selling point for us.
we can train pilots that can use it. They can use those aircraft.
More importantly, we can maintain other people's aircraft.
Yeah, and charge them money for it, so we get more money. So we can actually pay our military.
Sadly, I don't think that's how that works, but...
Yeah, there's probably some weird scuff deal where a lot of money goes to the back pockets of politicians.
I mean, it's more a case of you work together in a deployment.
Like, basically, like, we get to fly the aircraft, or like, you get some of the aircraft if you maintain them for us.
I mean, it isn't like that. It's more like we work together, so like we try to help each other where possible in a deployment.
Yeah, because you're in it together as well.
Like that's the thing. That's also the idea of NATO at the end of the day.
Yeah, but NATO so far has basically been nothing but...
A shit show.
It is... NATO has the same power as a strongly worded email.
That first has to go through like 15 layers of fucking company. Yes.
Yeah, so you're basically getting a useless... You're not even getting a strongly worded email, you're getting a worded email. Because all the strength has been taken up by everybody having a look at it and saying, no, this needs to be different. Like, it's just dumb if you properly look. I mean, if you take a look at their sort of like, I don't want to say leader.
I mean, the leader
Like,
currently
just-
is Mark Rutte.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how has the Netherlands been doing over the last like 10, 20 years?
I mean, politically, great, kind of great. Outside of, like the last 5 years.
Yeah, but the last 5 years have basically been the shit show part.
Yes.
You know, toeslagaffaire.
Mark Rutte leaving for NATO.
Where he now
Yeah, the
advocates
problem-
for shit he actively pushed back against while he was prime minister.
I'm fairly certain he is indeed literally the reason we sold the tanks to begin with, but
Yes,
I digress.
yes, he is. Amongst a lot, amongst being one of the people that was like, we don't need the military. Just take some money from there. Every year. For 20 years.
Yeah, that's not going to result in anything good.
That's how we
And
ended
yet
up
we
with
still
our
have-
soldiers yelling
and yet
bang
we
bang at
still-
each other.
And yet we still have a very capable army, especially navally speaking.
Yeah, because you have to. If your army has to get resourceful, I mean, it is a good thing to be able to do if to have a resourceful army instead of
Like
letting them
you are
throw
not gonna get
themselves.
perfect conditions. In practice, you are gonna run out of ammo and shit. This is gonna happen.
Yeah. But I mean, if you look at, like, for example, Russia's doctrine, that is just, apart from being vastly outdated, like, it has basically been devolved in, if we throw enough men at the enemy, they're gonna run out of ammo,
I mean,
which,
I mean, it is essentially the China strategy too. So I mean,
Wait a minute.
yeah, it might work for a little bit,
I mean,
until,
in the case of China, it is gonna work.
Is
Yeah, because
Arquebus in Armored Core 6 an analogy for China and Russia?
Oh god.
yeah, but like, the thing with the whole doctrine, like what Russia's currently facing, with China probably won't face because they have a massive population, is
They're just running out.
Russia running of man and machine. So they don't have the equipment to equip the fewer people. Like, they're running out of tanks, they're running out of everything.
I mean, the fact they, like, the thing is, the only reason they continue is because there is no other option, politically speaking.
Yeah, because either if Russia wins this, they're gonna be semi-dependent on China.
they're
If
not
they
gonna- the thing
lose,
is- Yeah, but they're not gonna win this. That's the thing. They're not gonna win it. By traditional meaning, they're not gonna win this. They're gonna try to spin it that way, but they're not gonna win this.
yeah, but if they
And the thing is
lose.
more rather that if they accept they lose, he's gonna get fucking murdered and fucking yeeted out of Russia. If he continues until the country collapses, same story, but it takes longer.
Yeah, and don't forget, if Russia loses, in the sense that it can't take Ukraine, you're gonna end up with, they're gonna end
Yeah.
up being entirely dependent on China.
I mean, not even that. It's literally gonna be the Soviet Union again. Just the next collapse in Russian history. A history filled with collapses of the entire nation. And the territory
Yeah.
is becoming smaller.
Like, you first had the Russian Empire that fell in 1918, I think.
I mean,
Or 14.
you could even go farther back. For instance, the area that Genghis Khan had, for instance.
The
That
Mongolian
was technically
stuff.
Mongolia, though. That was not Russia.
But
Yeah, it could be the
it
same.
has the entire of modern Russia in it.
Yeah, I suppose so,
Yeah.
yeah.
A lot of parts of
Until
Russia
it,
they-
like, instantly fell apart.
Oh yes, but like, it is definitely part of the Russian history.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, like, that fell apart. Then you had the, like, in the First World War, you had eventually had Russia pulling out because it was basically sort of incompetence.
Russia
the
being
parts and
militarily
everything.
incompetent, I've never heard that before, historically speaking.
Having your leader go to war and then having like the wife basically bring in a homeless man that proclaims he can do magic.
Yeah.
That does sound like a cartoon.
That
I
is
mean,
literally an
Rasputin
Asterix
kind of
Noblix
is a
episode.
cartoon. Rasputin kind of is a cartoon. I'm not being honest here, Chief.
There is literally an Asterix Noblix episode where that happens.
Yeah, I wonder I wonder where they got it from.
I would be very
Maybe.
surprised if that was the inspiration for that. But
I wouldn't.
I don't
Because that's
know.
just
It's the one with
that is
the
just what
like with
happened with
the
Rasputin.
seer.
Like it just happened. That's what happened with Rasputin. He just got like the Tsar got. He went to war, right? I think Nicholas III went to war. Like he actually went and fought. Like this could be my chance to get on the good side of the general public. I'm gonna go fight in a war and come back a winner, and they love me. But
That only
If-
works for the British.
yeah, if your wife then gets a homeless man that he says he can do magic, and then like within the palace, basically, you're gonna get a lot of propaganda saying that the Russian like royal family is basically being sort of governed by Rasputin and everything. So, that means that you get a lot of angry people. And when Nicholas III eventually came back, he basically got told either you die or you abdicate right now. Like, he did not have a choice. He did do the smart thing and abdicated, like, instead of just immediately being killed. But during the revolution, which brought communism, he sort of got
Lenin. Good old Lenin.
yeah, he sort of got murdered in the process, so it didn't matter anyway. And they had communism. Then Lenin died, giving the rise to Stalin, because at that point he was sort of in a position where it could give people power. So if you're in a position like that, what are people gonna do?
Oh.
They're gonna come to the person that can give them power, which in turn gives him power, because he can just give positions of power to his friends, to the people that support him. He basically became a dictator, and then died because all the doctors were too afraid to operate on him, basically being afraid they would get killed afterwards. And then you had a bunch of other leaders, and communism, like the Soviet Union, slowly collapsed. And that gave a rise to a couple of leaders. Then Putin came along. Then now we're here in history, where apparently he has not learned, because he's doomed to repeat it.
I mean, it is kind of fascinating how he just hasn't learned anything. Like, it is.
I mean, he's not the only one.
Sure, but like, he existed when Stalin lived and everything.
Actually, that is fair.
He has seen it happen, basically.
For
He
like
was in
a
the
year.
KGB. He could have seen.
He was born a year before Stalin's death.
Yeah, like he could have seen this one coming from a mile away.
Yeah, but he wants more area for Russia. Because
Yeah.
he wants to go back to the fucking Soviet Union's fucking area.
Yeah, but if a country collapses, because the Soviet Union was basically made out of a bunch of different countries already, which does bring a lot of instability on its own. because there aren't like enough people working together. You all these different traditions, ideologies. You know, there's just not one whole. And if you try to govern that as one whole, you're gonna offend a lot of people. A lot of people are gonna get mad and start revolution and want to gain independence.
Like,
And then it all falls.
it's as simple as he doesn't understand why the previous empire collapsed to begin with, clearly.
Yeah, and he's gonna learn it I feel like he's gonna learn it decently soon.
Which is also terrifying, because they are a nuclear fucking great power.
Well, if they can get it in the air.
I'm sure they have a couple that they get into the air.
Yeah, a couple of the like hundreds. They've done 2 tests now. One blew up in the tube, one went up in the air, and then immediately went back down again. There's video evidence of the second one that I know of.
It's not hundreds. It's somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000 nuclear warheads.
Yeah, so even if they strap them on the missiles, which, to some people's surprise, it's a nuclear warhead, which they mount on a missile. The missile can also function
That's
non-nuclear.
Other sources claim it can also be somewhere between 4,000 and 5,500 warheads.
Yeah, so thousands of warheads, which are probably 50 years old by now, if not older.
I mean, I'm sure not all of them, but a lot of them.
Yeah, and they're gonna... Like, if it were to happen, Russia's most likely to nuke itself. Because, you know, as a rocket explodes in the tube or rocket goes up, then doesn't even leave the area, just smacks back down again. If a nuclear warhead is installed, that's gonna blow up as well. So you're just gonna end up destroying everything. Like, and also,
But like
nukes
that
are...
that doesn't change the fact that then you will have terrorist groups with nuclear warheads, most likely. Even if the power vacuum is most likely very short.
Yeah, because there will be... Like, the thing is, who would even be next?
That is, I genuinely have no idea at this point.
Like, if Putin were to die, either through natural causes or a drone or a bullet or an explosion, who's gonna be the next person? Like, who's gonna be basically next in line to be the leader of Russia? Are they gonna try democracy?
I mean, they tried democracy and
Yeah.
we know how that ended.
Well, we're currently experiencing the end of that.
Like, yeah, it's not exactly going great.
Like they theoretically have a democracy, Joe.
I mean, not theoretically. They officially have.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah,
theoretically
officially.
don't. They theoretically just don't.
Yeah.
Like, it's just... Do you know how bad it is in North Korea, where they have to vote every year?
Yeah. You know how many North Korean or wait, not North Korea, South Korea.
North Korea.
Wait,
Like,
wait.
in North Korea, you can only vote Kim Jong-un. Like, only. He's the only one on a ballot. You just have to vote for him, and then, you know, you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the only one you can vote on.
Yeah.
Like, in theory, you have democracy, yes.
Well, no, in officially, but in theory you don't. Again, you're mixing it up.
Yeah. Like, on paper, you have. Because, you know, you have elections every year. But when you actually take a look at it, it's just a dictatorship. Like, that is not a surprise.
But like, for instance, Medvedev is still in the Russia politics. But like, the thing with Medvedev is, he is too close to Putin. He is gonna fall with him.
Yeah, you're either gonna get someone who's close to Putin that's gonna take over.
I don't think so. I genuinely
Unlikely.
Don't think
Or
The
you're gonna get
the
someone
issue
who's...
so. The issue is mainly the fact that the other people that could have been are just not here anymore. They are already removed.
Or
Is
dead.
it a weird question to ask? Does Putin have any actual friends?
Probably not.
Because I genuinely think he has to be lonely as shit.
Probably. I mean, he has a documented alcohol problem, as all leaders of Russia have.
But be honest here,
That's
Chief,
part of the
that's
job.
not really a surprise.
Well, the entirety of Russia has a problem.
And
You
like,
know.
it doesn't even necessarily have to be a problem. Like, let's not forget Churchill.
Good point.
What?
You
Although-
can say what you want, but that man did more in the influence than most of us will achieve in our lives. Fucking not under the influence.
Yeah, but I raise another point. The entirety of Russia has a problem because of the Russians that return from the war basically often have PTSD, a massive alcohol problem, and they just get released back into civilization.
And potentially will be bankrupt because they will not get paid.
Yeah, Russia's sort of at a point where all they can do is basically just give up. Like they've had their time. It's just
Yeah.
it's just going to be what happens afterwards. A power vacuum appears. It's going to get filled in, and either we're going to be in the same situation.
And by who?
We're either going to be in the same situation in 20 to 30 years, or maybe 50 years, depending on how long it takes for the army to regain its strength, or we're actually going to have a somewhat...
No matter who is going to be it, we are going to get the same position again.
Look at, like, just in, like,
cycle's not
50
gonna be
years'
broken.
time, we're going to be in the same boat, yeah.
Like, we are going to go back to democracy. Then someone is going to get the power that shouldn't be in power. And the shit show starts again.
If this
Hell,
happens again, I'm going to grab some popcorn.
Hell, at this point, I'm waiting for the next civil war in America.
I mean,
Yeah, that kind of does become more and more of a possibility, doesn't it? Or at least that's what it seems like.
And like, the history of that country is just so short that it
True.
is about time for the next repeat of the cycle, to be fair.
yeah, maybe people should open history books more often, so they can actually learn from it.
No, they have
and learn
Twitter.
from the mistakes.
I mean, to be fair, the mistake was letting the old man, Biden, keep running for fucking president.
Yeah, I feel like if Harris would have gotten that there the first time, either she would have won or...
Harris would have been a shit pick too. Like, she wouldn't have gotten phones. They just needed a better person to step up.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I mean, yeah, the last one, it was just like bad or bad.
I mean, that's been
Like-
for the last couple of elections, but
True, yeah.
regardless,
I mean, with Biden, I could still see like how people could maybe have faith in him because he was like vice president and stuff.
Yeah, but Biden was just too old.
I know. Did you know he
Yeah.
was like the I think the FBI might
Like,
not have been the
Bo-
FBI.
like, Biden isn't
Declared him
necessarily a
so
bad
old
option.
that if he had to go to
Biden-
court that he couldn't stand for himself there.
Yeah, but like
Yeah, but
the thing is with Biden, like the issue isn't him or what he does or whatever. It's just he's too old for it.
Yeah.
That man needs to retire.
Yeah.
He can't do it no more.
I mean, you do have Bernie Sanders still. He's old.
When do we get Colonel Sanders?
Oh god. Colonel
Bernie
Sanders
Sanders-
has been dead for a while. You know that, right?
I know.
But like Bernie Sanders does actually like, he did make good points. He did actually see the problems that exist in the United States.
Well, there was
With
not
the-
enough fried chicken.
I mean, look, like, have you heard the stories about Colonel Sanders?
No, I only know.
Was it a
from
man just basically a
KFC.
madman?
He has a couple of murders, yeah, and a lot of other very, very gangster shit.
And fried chicken.
And fried chicken, yes.
Like, we have the murders, and then there's chicken.
Yeah, I think we can forgive
Let's
him.
see, the life of Colonel Sanders of the channel The Fat Files. Very, very much. You want to watch that? It is genuinely an insane story, and like
Yeah.
he genuinely narrates it. Fucking incredible. It's just incredible how he narrates it.
Like, it is just a madman, did fried chicken, became massively popular, and yet somehow people are still thinking about what to order at a KFC. They're thinking about ordering chicken or chicken.
They have more than chicken, Joe.
Yeah, but that wasn't what the KFC was about. It was
They have
merely
chicken and
about.
bread.
It was about chicken. It was only about chicken.
Yeah, but you might want some chicken between some buns, you know?
Not only that, KFC has actually been shitified very much after his death. They used to not deep fry the chicken. Fun fact.
Yeah, I believe that.
They only started deep frying the chicken after he died.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Like they
Also-
were an actual proper restaurant in the past.
Also, the entire thing with the KFC in my hometown used to be absolute shit.
I mean, in my opinion, KFC is just in general these days. But
I've never been there actually.
Like, it's
I've
been a
been
hit
like
or
once
miss.
twice.
Like, I've been to multiple times, but like, it's literally one time. It's actually a decent service and the food is actually decent, and the second time you go, it's shit, and the third time you go, it's good again. So it's basically a very hit or miss.
I mean, for me, it's already a thing of it's just too spicy for me. So I mean, there's literally zero reason for me to go there to begin with.
I guess you're just too Dutch.
Literally, yeah.
I mean, after they made that fucking sensory overload advertisement with a voice clip of
I
like
don't even want to know.
15 years old,
Yeah.
I don't think I even want to go anymore.
And like McDonald's, genuinely, at least in the Netherlands, like outside of the Netherlands, it's honestly not that bad. Inside of the Netherlands, it's just so shitified. It's genuinely such
Okay.
a shit show.
Okay, you want to hear something really
If you go to
stupid about
any other
McDonald's?
country- If you go to any other country, McDonald's is absolutely fine. Always. In the Netherlands, it's always a shit show.
You want to hear something really
It
stupid?
didn't used to be.
It
What?
didn't used to be, but the last like 10 years, it's been
So,
a shit show.
if I go to McDonald's, which I never do because fuck them. I could spend half the money to make 4 times better food.
That's the other part of McDonald's, yeah. They raised their prices like
but
4x in the last 10 years.
In the rare cases that I do go, we get a milkshake, right? Because that's like their one really good thing.
I mean, no, honestly, their lemonade is actually really fucking
yeah,
good.
okay, yeah, but just like drinks and like ice cream is pretty difficult to fuck up, right? Like McFlurry is fine as well. But anyway,
Yeah, fair.
So I go for a milkshake. Okay, when I went to France with school, we of course went to McDonald's. In France, they do not have milkshakes.
Duh. Why does this surprise you?
Because it's such a simple thing. It's just milk and ice cream.
Care for it. The French don't give a fuck about it because it's ordinary. It's simple.
So they had the normal hamburgers. They had the normal. Anyway, so we go to Paris, right? We go to the single only McDonald's that doesn't have a yellow M outside, because it's the one at the what's the street called again? What?
There's a lot of them without a yellow M, but go on.
Are there? They told it there as if it was the only one. But anyway.
That's bullshit. Especially McCafés. McCafés, almost all of them don't have it. And there's a lot of other McDonald's.
But no, if it's at the Champs-Élysées, you're not allowed to have... you're only allowed to have white light at the outside of your store. So there's a McDonald's there, and it has a white M. And it was really hyped up. It's like, oh, it's like a special McDonald's, right? Because it doesn't have the white... It still did not have a milkshake.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, for instance, in Arizona, they also don't have a yellow sign, because yellow signs are banned.
Why?
Because Arizona.
Is there something I don't know about Arizona? Actually, it's probably a lot I don't know about Arizona, but...
are a banned thing there.
Why?
You know what? Let's find out.
I mean, here in the Netherlands, what I figured out, basically, if you want good fast food from a big chain,
don't even try.
Your easiest bet, in my opinion, is Burger King.
Never been.
Yes, I don't personally like Burger King, but yes, in the Netherlands I have to agree, sadly.
The quality of food is, of course, it's low because you're in a fast food chain, but for a fast food chain, it's still reasonably high. The burgers don't look like sad, depressing pieces of shit, which you get at McDonald's. I've just seen a McDonald's burger with just a bun. It looks sad. It doesn't have any will to live.
It's because it's already dead.
It just...
By the way, the yellow signs are banned because the local ordinances restrict a lot of the bright colors to preserve the city's natural red rocks scenery.
Nice.
Okay.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
But like with the whole... Like with Burger King, like the portion size for a price is good as well. Like if you want a meal for like $6, you just get a Whopper. It might, it will fill you up enough to be a meal. And it will also have, it'll also be of decent quality and decent size. They make the burgers actually, like if you get a big burger, they don't just make it tall, they make it wide. They actually make the burger bigger, which means more burger. Because a tall burger, yes, it can get many different, flavors. But there's probably not going to be a lot of it, and you'll be done with it quite quickly and not be filled at all.
Yeah.
If you have a bigger diameter, you get maybe some slightly less flavors. But I mean, if it's just going to be lettuce, like some cheese, a bit of pickle, just the basic ingredients for a burger, it doesn't go tall. And it's a perfect size to fit in your mouth. It also doesn't look like a depressing, just a couple of buns with depressing meat inside of it. And that for $6. And the deals they sometimes have are also good. So,
I mean,
price-wise,
the thing with McDonald's is just the service in the Netherlands has completely shitified, and they've priced themselves out of the market. Like, it's as simple as that. For the right
Yep.
price, with the right service, there's nothing wrong with McDonald's. It's just not that in the Netherlands currently. It's as simple as that.
yeah, like when we were in like secondary school, you know, you're around like 12, 14. McDonald's was the go-to place. They were cheap. You had a €5 meal, which would get you, you know, fries and a drink, and you could choose like 2 small things. You can have 12 chicken nuggets for $5. That was an entire meal. These days, you want 6 chicken nuggets. It's gonna be like $3.
I'm fairly certain it's more. I'm fairly fucking certain it's more.
Hold on, let me check. Can I just go on their website and just see how
No,
much?
they literally, their prices are so high that they genuinely don't have them on their site.
Wait,
What is this?
hold
A
on,
fucking 5-star restaurant?
no, it's a minus 5-star restaurant because it's just shit.
No, but maybe they think it's that
genuinely
quality.
so expensive that they don't even list the prices on their websites.
Dude, that's a thing for like hotels in
Yeah.
Las Vegas or something.
Let's see. A six-piece McNuggets are currently $2.25. Since that was updated last March.
Or maybe they think only women are on the website.
Yeah, then they have somehow managed to keep that reasonably cheap.
Or maybe they finally fixed their prices.
Oh no, never mind. Never mind.
What?
I'm looking at Just Eat, right? That's bezorgd.
Oh yeah, but no. You want to look at the raw price. Just Eat is gonna be far more expensive even.
Yeah, but if I look here, it's $3.95.
Yeah, duh. You're paying for fucking Just Eat, and like, duh.
And I think, well, Just Eat adds the price afterwards. Like you get the fee afterwards.
It's still
Because
gonna, it's always gonna be more expensive there in general.
Yeah, but they have the delivery fee afterwards. Like
Yeah.
the prices that you find on the app are the prices that you can find in the store.
No, they are not.
Well, it is with Sparrow Express.
I'm fairly certain with McDonald's it's not. That or this is very wrong.
Because I think the
Another thing is that we also don't need which we need to remember. They are a franchise. Some places will have more expensive meals than others.
True.
Yeah, but like the ones in my hometown, the $2.25 was like maybe like 5 years ago. Which is why I'm more inclined to believe the $3.95.
Let's see, can I find this even? If I go to Mac Delivery, what am I gonna find? Then we go there, fuck it. I swear to God, if you're gonna make me log in, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, the logging in is also just shitifying, you know.
Let's see. I now need to actually see which... Okay, I can't even do it by the one that's near me. Okay, lovely. That's gonna be fun. Now I need to figure out which one is the closest one that I can actually even order.
I mean, they are closed, but...
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
I don't care. I want to go to there. Yeah,
This is gonna
yeah.
be such a shit show.
Even on Uber Eats, it's $3.95.
Yeah, I'm trying to see on fucking takeaway, but like, first I need to figure the fuck out which one is close to me. God damn it!
So prices have basically doubled. It is, as you said before, it has priced itself out of the market. There used to be the cheap option for students, you know,
Yeah.
or for somebody that's been traveling for a while and wanted a cheap meal. There used to be that. Then they started.
That
Now they're
is
the
so
expensive
honest.
option.
Yeah, yeah. That's part of life, eh?
Like Burger King has pretty much the same chicken nuggets, but we recently had a deal, like before Christmas, you know, which was
Yeah.
like 40 nuggets for pretty cheap. That's two people can eat from that. I think we
Yeah.
spent like, how much was it? Like $10 or something? Like it was a really good deal.
Let's see. Here the chicken McNuggets would be $3.85, but that would be out of Zwolle, which is one of the biggest cities in the country. So I mean, that is gonna be an inflated price to begin with. I
Yeah,
don't
so
think
you,
it's indicative of the price of the Netherlands to say a price of Zwolle, because Zwolle is just too big of a city.
yeah, but the town where I live in is not that big. It is on the bigger side, but it is not big.
Why are we talking about
I mean-
fucking fast food like it means anything?
Because a lot of people eat it.
Yeah, just don't. Just go to a restaurant. You get better food there for a better price usually.
The price compared to quality is
Depends.
higher, but it can very quickly go from
Depends.
it can, a restaurant can very quickly go from $10 at a fast food chain is gonna get you a good meal. $10 at a restaurant might get you a starter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a much higher quality and probably quantity than what you get at
One
a
thing
no,
you
fucking
would
fast
be
food.
surprised
Just
at,
the starter.
honestly.
Like a lot of the starters are already $14 to $15,
I don't know.
and that is for just the start. You're not. That's a one course
With all
meal.
due respect,
That's gonna
no.
fill you up.
Bush, with all due respect, no. I don't know what kind of 3-star fucking restaurants you go to, but no, that's not what things cost.
No.
It depends on the restaurant you go to, of course. Maybe like $7, but
Whatever.
sh-
Just,
the
just
thing
cook
is-
your own fucking food, man.
like, yes, that is the best option. Like, we recently got an air fryer, so we still are yet to check it out, but
You know what the funny thing is? In our case, it's the other way around. We recently got a normal fryer.
yeah, but the thing with a deep fryer is basically just a normal convection oven, but small.
But
The
more
thing with
importantly,
the thing with an
but
air
more
fryer
importantly,
is you shouldn't use it to fry really anything because it will not taste good.
like genuinely, the only use case for an air fryer is if you need to maybe make like bake like a small
If
piece
you need
of
to
bread or
warm up
shit.
some bread, like
But like even for bread, you're gonna have a frozen inside and a baked outside. It's genuinely the most useless
oh yeah, no, the
tool.
bread already shouldn't be frozen as you put it in. No.
Even if it's not frozen, the inside is not gonna be baked and the outside is gonna be charred.
Oh, when we do it, it's fine.
Like genuinely, a oven, a microwave, and a fryer are the only things you really fucking need. A air fryer is genuinely useless in most cases.
Like, also with like making things yourself, it got thrown away a couple weeks ago because it expired. But we had in our cupboard for a long time one of those boxes that basically just are there to make brownies. And I've made multiple brownies before, but I always wanted to make them from scratch myself because, you know, better taste. I don't want the box from a store I want to buy the chocolate, the butter, and, shove some sugar in there as well. And just, make them from scratch. Yes, it's going to take more time,
I mean, to be fair, it's been
but,
a long time since we've baked here.
but Jim, you've experienced my brownies.
Yes.
Were they good?
You want an honest answer?
Yes, so I can potentially improve.
I don't know, man. It's a brownie. I don't think about it. I just chop it in my mouth. Like.
And that is the exact way a brownie is fucking meant to be.
That is true.
It tastes like chocolate. What more could I want from it?
You might be able to add some different flavors to it, because I have been slightly experimenting with adding a hint of cinnamon to it, although the hints of cinnamon that I've added so far have been too small to notice. Well, the second batch maybe had you could notice it a little bit if you really thought about it, but it might be the placebo effect. So, yeah.
And this is why you don't use a recipe. You just put enough into it that you know for sure you're gonna fucking notice it, and then you dial it back.
With
I'm not
baking, I would not trust it. When you're just cooking, sure. Baking is a whole nother beast.
Yeah, baking,
that is
cooking,
actually fair enough.
you can, experiment, with like spices and everything, and adding a little bit more of this and a little bit less of that. If you do it with baking, it's going to be the difference between, well, my cookies look good, to, I've made an abomination.
Yeah, baking is something else. What the fuck?
Like, I've been, like, the cinnamon is not in the recipe, but I've been slowly trying to add a little bit more and more, until, like, it's like, you do taste it, but it's not overwhelming. And that's going to be difficult.
I mean, hear me out. Why don't you just replace the sugar with cinnamon sugar?
Could be an option as well.
Like, just make your own cinnamon sugar. Put that in there instead.
Yeah. That would be an option.
It works on pancakes. It works in a brownie too.
But like experimenting with different flavors to add to a brownie to make it taste better. And no, I'm not adding weed.
I might be Dutch. I'm not that Dutch.
I'm not going to be adding that because I don't want that in my brownies. I want my brownies to be, tasting like chocolate, and that you're able to eat a lot of it at once.
I mean, that's not how a brownie works. You can't eat a lot of that at once because you're just gonna be full.
Yes. But I want to be able to eat a lot of it till I'm full, and then, continue eating it throughout the day without all of a sudden thinking that Jesus is in front of me and I'm about to ride a bike to the other side of the world. I don't want to have that type of shit happening because I decided to bake brownies. They're too delicious for that, because you don't just take one piece of brownie if you've made multiple, or if you've cut it up, because once the flavor is in your mouth, you will want more.
You would almost say that the stuff that is in chocolate is literally a fucking drug.
Sugar, and a lot of it.
It's not even sugar, that's the thing.
Well, sugar can also be addictive, and you add chocolate
sugar
to it.
in itself is already very addictive.
And then you decided to add chocolate to it, so that's basically, addiction.
Yeah, but the thing is also, chocolate makes you happy.
Yes, that's why
Sugar
brownies
just
make you
makes
happy. Imagine being emotionally dependent on brownies.
That's called an addiction.
Average housewife or people that have just fucking divorced.
Yeah. So basically the solution to depression is brownies.
I mean, Jochen Meyer already taught me
I wouldn't
that.
necessarily call it a solution. Diabetes exists.
True. True. It's a partial solution. Like something you can work with at least, if it's really bad. So if you have any sad friends, or depressed friends, or friends thinking about ending it all, and they like chocolate, bring them, because you do have people that don't like chocolate, which I find weird. But just bring them a brownie. You know, pick up
Okay,
on them with
okay.
a brownie.
Opinion on chocolate though. White one is best, and it's technically not even chocolate.
No. No. No.
No.
Like, I can agree that, like, for making brownies, pure chocolate is, like, the dark chocolate is sort of
No.
Dude,
the best to
genuinely,
use.
I cannot eat dark chocolate. It is way
Like-
too strong.
No,
For
dark
eating-
chocolate.
Or, like, eating directly, no, but for cooking, it's the best option.
Yeah. Okay, that's true.
I mean, potentially. In my opinion,
For
typically
baking.
brownies are too pure of chocolate to begin with.
Can
But,
you
like-
make white chocolate brownies?
Yes, this is a thing.
Aren't they called whiteys?
No, that's what those are the things you put on your fucking ass.
Well, hold on. White chocolate brown.
Because there's white chocolate milk.
These are a thing, Bush. These are a fucking thing.
What? I mean,
Bush,
they're,
when
like,
are we
somewhat
making
delicious.
this?
That's because they're
Just
never
they're
because
white? Just because they're white, yeah. You were gonna say it if you don't, I will.
I'm not gonna make it because the ones I made. Actually, Jim, I have an idea.
Uh-oh.
Not only that,
We do a little challenge.
You can also add white chocolate chips to your brownies.
Yes, that would be a better option. But Jim, I have a challenge.
Yeah.
We each bake a brownie. One with dark chocolate and one with white chocolate. And we'll see which one is better.
I
Well, that's
honestly, if
unfair.
add
You have
some-
experience.
If you add some lemon to the white chocolate ones, then it would probably go fucking hard.
That's
Look at
unfair.
lemon to
You
the
have
dark chocolate
experience.
ones.
Sure.
Yeah, I do have my recipe down to the fact that I know that I have to bake it for 37 minutes. To get it to
But
the...
the issue with recipes is every oven is gonna need different temps and different times.
That's why you do the stab check. You go to the center, you stab it, you pull it out. If there's still stuff on it, couple minutes longer.
But then you
Or,
have a hole in
like-
it.
Yes, but would you rather have a hole in it or raw brownie?
Don't you want
Presentation
lava in
over
your mouth?
everything.
Don't you want lava in your mouth?
No,
I mean, brownie lava sounds pretty good.
lava cake already exists.
True. But why not a lava brownie?
I don't know, but like I've got the time.
Lava
Like if you
brownie lamb?
White lava
Like, if you-
brownie.
if you use the needle for, or like a stab test for the brownie itself to just know when your oven and the brownie work together to get the best result, then the next time you don't have to do that check anymore because you know that that time at that temperature works.
I mean, to be fair, with our oven, like typically you'll have the short time and the long time. If you get a time you have to put something into the oven, I just know, put it at the shortest time that it is set, and it will be fucking good.
Yeah, you usually get like 8 to 10 minutes, for example. You just, yeah.
Just grab 8. If you put it at 10, it's gonna be black.
But with baking, you basically have to have precise timing. And I found that 37 minutes, with the amount that I have, will create quite tall brownies, but they will have a hard outside going to a nice and soft inside.
Have you seen the video about baking perfect brownies?
You mean the one with just the edge or the one without edges?
Okay, you've seen them both. Okay.
Because, yes, there is actually a channel that made a specific mold.
That channel would be stuff made here for reference.
Yeah, where they basically made just the crust. Because I think
Hey, we
like,
did
he
that
and his
too.
wife both both like different parts of the brownie, like the inside and the outside part. So if you make a brownie that just makes the outside or just makes the inside,
Yeah,
you just bake two and you're done.
We kind of did that
Which,
too.
by the way, the video is called Baking Brownies from the Inside Out.
Yes.
I mean, we did that involuntarily, but we did it.
How
We
have you-
angled
how have you
the
managed that?
tray.
It didn't fit in the oven, so it was in there diagonally. So part of it was too thin.
Half of it was a brick. The other half, like in
The other half was good, but half of it was literally just a brick. And I think I'm the only one who ate that.
How bad could the brick really be?
I mean, it still tasted good. It just you have to like scrape it off.
Chances are I've seen worse at scouting.
It would be concerned for your teeth.
Yeah, probably.
Like, I will say, most scouts really don't know how to fucking clean things.
Yeah, but this was just burned.
Yeah.
It happens. But like, to be fair, that could have been prevented. You could have, like, you know, moved it around after X amount of minutes.
Yeah, we tried, but if a brownie is hard on the outside, and then decide to, turn it the other way, then it gets messed up. Because then it breaks the shape it was in.
Not necessarily. Just don't be a fucking gorilla in a fucking china shop.
Yeah, good point. Good point. But hey, at least,
The problem, the thing is, it was neither of us, like, neither of our fault.
Yeah.
Because it was in Joran's house.
Yeah, the oven was basically microwave size.
Yeah.
That's for plenty for a brownie.
Yeah,
No,
but none
because
of
we
you have-
only had one shape.
Also, here
No, we
we are.
actually had another one.
Crazy idea, right? You could have just made it in 2 trips.
It was midnight. We didn't feel like it.
We were all just tired and done. So,
Okay, to be fair, this makes me think of fucking scouts again. Like, I've seen it before. Someone grabs the fucking the fucking hot dogs, the canned hot dogs. Doesn't bring the can opener. Doesn't want to walk back like 20 meters to grab the can opener. Grabs his knife, opens the can of fucking hot dogs partially with his knife, puts it directly into the campfire, gets it out, opens it farther with the knife.
I mean,
yeah.
I guess it works.
It works, but do you know what that does with your fucking edge?
It's fine.
What edge?
I'm sure
There
you
isn't
had
an
a.
edge
I'm
anymore.
sure you had a whetstone.
I mean, I personally don't, but it's also not my knife. But my knife has also been used for copper shredding before, so I mean, I'm gonna gold.
Surely the scouts have whetstones.
Also, this podcast is entirely derailed.
Yeah, we might want to end the episode. It's been 1.5 hours anyway.
Yeah, but I still have some stuff to talk about.
What?
Like how
Continuing on, yes.
Denmark has entirely removed letterboxes. Like,
They have?
they've delivered their last envelope.
What the fuck? Why?
I mean, that actually, no, that checks out. Yeah,
No, it doesn't.
Because everything goes digital.
I was gonna say.
Oh yes, but some people still use letters.
Yeah, here they do.
Yeah, they
Like
don't.
every year
Well-
around Christmas.
Yeah, mostly for Christmas, yeah.
And the government.
Mainly the government.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still,
Wait, that was in Norway, you said?
Denmark.
Denmark.
So yeah, if you know anyone there, good luck sending them.
No, I've been there
Letter.
once.
I mean, to be fair, Denmark is absolutely phenomenal to be.
I mean, I don't know how it's like to
Okay.
live there, but when I was there on vacation, yeah, it was pretty good.
I have a dumb idea. And it's gonna basically wreck my car and cost a lot of money at the same time.
They speak as if they're in a Pingu episode.
But like, driving my car really long distances to places just to visit them.
I mean,
Like just
we did talk about going to Austria, I guess.
Ooh,
yeah,
Austria.
but using my car.
So, actually, my mother brought up a very good point about that.
What?
If we don't go in the holidays, it's actually
It's
like no one else is there.
It's far cheaper also.
Well,
Yeah.
that should be fine because I have friends living there.
Still.
But yes. The only issue with that would be that Joran goes to school, so we probably wouldn't be able to take him.
Oh no. Anyway,
Yeah, fuck you, Hugh.
no, but like, imagine driving all that distance, including the addition of having to get proper winter tires, probably. Well, if you go
Yes,
around that
yes,
time,
you are required to have that. Yeah,
You
definitely.
Are, even for Germany, you are required for that.
Yeah. Oh wait.
I mean,
never mind, my
technically, even
tires
in the
have one
Netherlands, if
symbol
it
on
gets below a certain point.
If they have the mountain peak symbol, you should be fine.
Yeah, I have the Mountain Peak symbol on my tires. They're all
Let's
season
put
tires
it
as
this
well.
way: the place we would go to has like sticks next to the road with a colored tip to show how high the snow can go, and they're 2 meters tall.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, if you're going to Austria, you probably want to bring chains.
Yes. It very rarely gets,
Yeah.
actually gets to that. That happens very rarely, but it can happen.
Yeah, because by the time it gets to that, the roads are all closed.
I mean, the
No,
interesting thing
that's
is,
why those sticks are there. They poke above the snow so you know where the road is.
Do you know what the interesting thing is? In the Netherlands, you aren't allowed to use chains.
Really?
Oh, probably because they wrecked the road.
Yep.
I guess.
Like the only.
But there's also no
vehicles that
need in the
really use
Netherlands.
chains in the Netherlands are ambulances. Like if you've ever looked behind the rear tires of an ambulance, you will see chains hanging. They have an automated system to deploy those onto the fucking wheels.
You can do
Yeah, to
that.
make sure that if they get
Yeah,
into
cool.
slippery conditions, which they might get because they're an ambulance and have to be
More
deployed.
importantly, because they are an ambulance, they typically go to people's homes, which are one of the latest places where salt gets dropped off at.
Even if.
But still, when in the Netherlands would you require chains?
Genuinely, in around people's homes, more often than you'd hope. If you're driving a fucking ambulance.
Bro, it's been years since we've had proper snow here.
Yeah, from what I've heard from my mother, which might be true, might not be true, this January, so the month this episode airs in, is gonna be bloody cold.
Oh, nice. Will we get snow?
I mean, no shit, Sherlock. It's been cold for the entire fucking year.
I disagree.
Yeah, but like actually like proper freezing and snow and ice and everything, which
Good chat,
will be a fun
yes.
experience driving to work early in the morning in a Twingo.
I mean, you are basically on bicycle tires. So I mean, you actually are very good for snow in theory.
I have the same powers as a beetle basically with snow.
Yes, but your tires are gonna get to the fucking road at least.
Yes. Oh,
So
imagine a hill
there
start.
is a chance you might not get stuck.
And even if I were to get stuck, well, no, they probably would be putting salt all over it, which means I get to wash my car every week. Because I don't want all that shit rusting my car away.
I mean, honestly, if you can find some quick like somewhat quickly usable jacks, just get a pressure washer. Just go over it like twice and then call it a day.
Well, considering I don't live in my current living scenario doesn't allow for a pressure washer.
You don't have
I live
water?
in an apartment on the 4th floor. How am I supposed to get a pressure washer, which needs electricity and water?
I mean, electricity isn't hard. Water is semi-complicated.
Yes, but luckily there is a car wash with those boxes, which I guess if I could just check.
No, it's not that hard. You just grab a fucking bucket. Now I think about it. What the fuck are we thinking?
How are you supposed to throw the bucket on
water
you?
in a fucking bucket.
With a pressure wash, you're gonna be through it in no time.
No, I genuinely think you can clean the entire underside of your car with one bucket of water.
It's not that big, no.
Not only that, a pressure washer doesn't really use that much water.
Considering my car is just tiny. Like, if I actually spend the $5 to get 10 minutes of car washing, I can basically, wash it with a pressure washer, then put a foam brush over it.
Yeah, but the thing is, those pressure washers are so fucking weak. They're genuinely so weak.
Eh. They do have some good power, at least. Like, they can wash bird shit off.
That's not hard.
No.
Bush, I can wash the entire paint off.
Yeah, these ones aren't that powerful because, they don't want to be sued because the pressure washer damaged their paint. But I can...
And this is why it takes far more effort to clean a fucking car with them.
But I use first one entire wash with a pressure washer, then a brush to go over to, agitate some stuff. And it uses foam, so you also have that foam on top. Then another wash, then wax, then one final wash to get everything off. Just rinse everything.
Yeah, but at that point, genuinely just spend the $20. Just let it be done inside of the fucking drive-thru.
Yes, however, those often leave swirl marks because, yeah.
Couldn't be fucking bothered.
But that is 10 minutes, and it's like 5 steps. It takes 2 minutes to just decently go around my car to wash it. That's small. Actually, it would be funny to at some point get an American that goes to Europe for the first time in my car and just let it be surprised by the size of it.
Well, you know what the thing is about the Twingo? I genuinely hate how much I like them, the new Twingos.
You mean the electric, the new ones?
Yes, have you seen the ads of the fucking frogs?
I haven't seen the ads, but wait, they went with frogs.
They went with
They actually-
frogs.
They actually went with the meme.
They went
Hilarious.
with the frogs.
But like, it's also a proper car. Yes, the range is the only downside would be the range, which is 262 kilometers, so it is garbage.
I
But
mean,
for people that live within the
I-
city,
Actually, no, I have to disagree. Actually, for what it's meant to be, it's actually far more than it needs.
it's basically it's a car for people that live in big cities. But still,
It's a city-
occasionally
it is a city
go
car, yeah.
outside. Like for someone that sometimes has to travel from one big city to slightly outside the big city, or maybe has to drive like 60 kilometers a day to get to and from work, but only that.
Meanwhile, I have finally found the fucking ad.
Yeah, the range is shit, but it has physical buttons. It is
Yeah.
small. It looks good. And it's just overall quite spacious.
But like, not only that, like the ad is phenomenal. The color option, at least it is shown in the ad, is absolutely fucking stunning.
Do you know what the actual trim models are? Which is also, in my opinion, a really good thing that they've gone back to.
I have no fucking clue. I am working on going to the site though to look at the options you have.
You have two trim models. Both have the same battery and same motor, so you don't just all you get is a couple more extra options.
As it should be, yeah. In
it's
that
only
car,
like-
at least.
It's only like, I think, either 2.5 or 5 grand more. I think it's 2.5.
It's 1.5.
Yeah. And the pricing is also low, so you're actually getting what you...
Do
You
you
know?
do you know the interesting part? The more
What?
expensive one has less range.
Yeah, so you're more likely to go for the cheaper one, which they wanted it to be under, like, 20,000, but they just barely missed that option.
I mean, honestly, for a new car, the price, especially for it being electric, is unbeatable.
It is also, like... It is one of the few cars, like, I'm surprised, and somehow not surprised as well, that it's the French that pull this off. The French
Yes.
have always gone in a different direction than everybody else with cars.
But like, also, the options of colors are absolutely fucking stunning. Like, you have Jean Mango. It's a very vibrant yellow. Not as shiny as, for instance, the green. Then you have Rouge Absolu, a very stunning red. Then you have Noir Étoile, Hôtel, whatever the fuck it is. It's a black. They're all seemingly some kind of metallic. And then you have Vert Absolu, the green. Another interesting thing is, the only color that is that doesn't add more money onto it is yellow. The standard color is yellow.
Oh, so many people are gonna get punched.
If you want the other three colors, you have to pay another €700.
Think of the children.
I
You
mean,
know the
it's-
game.
For once, it's not about a politician trying to get something through Parliament.
Quentin, do you know there's a game where if you see a yellow car, you get to punch someone?
Yes, sadly, I know.
Yeah. The
Sadly, I
if
know.
the cheapest color is gonna be yellow, there's gonna be a lot more yellow cars, which is a good thing because we need more color. Because if you look on the road these days, it's black, white, and 50 shades of gray.
You know how I know that game?
I don't know.
Scooby-Doo.
Bruh.
The first thing I knew was the book. Because apparently my
Also,
mom was reading it at some point.
to continue about that car, did you know that one of the options is to get all season tires for 300? It doesn't come in all seasons.
Yeah, it's proper cheap. It's like we give you the
Yes.
basic shit.
For instance, the other option is 750. That's for a occupant safety exit, whatever the fuck that may be. Blind spot warning with emergency lane keeping assist. Parking sensors and
Wait, you can get
hands-free
it without parking sensors? Hold on.
sensors with hands-free parking. It can park itself.
Yeah, but you can you get it without the parking sensors?
Yes, that would then you wouldn't have the 750 added to it.
Look, yes, that's incredible. Driving without parking sensors is so nice because well, first of all, you have to actually look where you're going. So you have to actually be
prefer
aware
parking
of
sensors,
you have to be
especially with cameras. Especially with cameras.
weak.
Also,
Like,
rear active emergency braking system with rear cross traffic alert and electrically warmed front fucking the chairs.
Like heated seats.
Heated seats, yes.
Like, I currently drive a first generation Twingo, and as I have basically no extra shit on it apart from like a radio and air conditioning and electric windows, driving without like the only thing it beeps at is when you leave the lights on, when you open a door. That's when it beeps at you. Because otherwise you drain the battery because it doesn't turn off automatically.
Also, another thing, it doesn't come with mudguard stock. You have to add a option for 154 to it to have mud flaps.
Wait, which website are you finding this?
Well, Renault.nl. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, but
Yeah, if I press that and then press Twingo and then I want the evolution instead of the techno because the techno does give you indeed 2 kilometers less range.
oh, I'm on an expensive one.
But it doesn't want to load for me.
But another option is to add a dashcam to it from factory for 270.
So it basically, for some reason, the French are the only one that still remember what a car is, and what it actually what people actually just barely need to drive. Like, you don't need lane assist. You don't technically need parking sensors. You just need your eyes to see, am I gonna hit that shit?
Something I do really like is you can order the car with a dashcam.
Yes, you can order it with insurance protection, basically. Because that's, to be fair, that's just what a dashcam's for. Or to make compilations of people doing dumb shit and to put it on YouTube. But those are the only two things a dashcam is used for.
Oh, I actually really like this. You have some kind of U-clip system you can buy accessories for.
Yeah, for the center console.
Not only, no, there's a lot of spaces it's actually in. The center console, the back of the headrests.
You can get a lot of just... You could basically modify the rear bench is also movable. Which is a feature which is incredible. Because you can either give people leg room...
Or have more baggage space, yes.
Yes, without having to fold the seats down.
But also, I actually really like the fact that in theory, you can make your own accessories to the interior to the car very easily because of the U-clip system.
You get a 3D printer, boom, accessory generator.
I mean, I don't know. Is it via some kind of magnet or how does it work?
I don't know, but if it's possible, like if they were to do it correctly, if they did it correctly, you could just 3D print your own accessories.
Oh, interesting. The U-clip isn't a Renault thing. It's apparently a Dacia thing.
Yeah.
It's apparently a standard.
For some reason, it doesn't want to work with me. Like, it doesn't want to give me, Like, it is really annoying
It
how it's...
seems to be some kind of magnet system.
But for some reason, it doesn't want to load on my end. Ah, there it is. But this is the, like... It is kind of sad that they use the, that they got rid of the 3 vents. Yeah, it just doesn't want to load for me. It's trying to load the page, but it doesn't work. But this, like, it's basically we're now realizing, wait a second. All other companies have been adding fancy shit to cars that doesn't need to be there, like the
That's something
oversized.
I actually really like. You have a e-pop shifter. Essentially, your shifting lever. You can add a plate to that to make it look how you look, and you can add from the factory a French flag to it. But in theory, that should mean you can also add your own stuff to it.
Yeah, like the thing is, with a car like this, it's for the people. It's so that that it's built for everyday traffic to take a bunch of abuse, to just keep going.
And another thing that actually kind of annoys me, it doesn't come with a cable to the socket in Europe. It doesn't come with a cable.
So you have to buy your own charger.
For 270. I actually really dislike that.
You don't like the fact that there's basically not a charger included. Like that is indeed kind of an annoying thing.
You should, for a car of this price, you should just get that. That should be delivered with the car.
Yeah. Like, you could get for $500 the kind of cool look... Like, the hubcaps even look simple.
I actually really like how you can upgrade to a lighter metal, which is called Reverse Noir Diamante. I actually really dislike them. I actually really dislike the upgraded ones.
Also, quick thing. I think the upgraded one are... I'm not sure. Yeah, they're... But the other one are 16-inch, so 16s. So that's with modern cars quite small. I mean, I run 14s, but But it's 16-inch, and I think they're
different size.
Actually steelies. Like, they're actually just a hubcap. It is not just, the rim itself. Which means that if this shit gets damaged, you pop it off, you buy a set of new ones, pop them on, brand new.
Not only that, that also again allows for customization.
Yeah.
Like it genuinely is a good looking car. It's cheap. It is for its intended use a seemingly very good car. Like, my questions would be what it is gonna entail maintenance wise, if anything.
Well, considering it's an electric car, which means the electric battery might be a little bit of a problem.
I mean, it's oftentimes the cooling and heating stuff that fails.
Oh, that's why I couldn't get the cheaper model. You've actually... Did they not bring that out just yet? Do we just have the expensive option?
Could be.
Because if you look at the interior, if you look like for the interior, like you guys can't see this for the podcast, but which I find really important, what that they kept somewhat, is the big emergency button, like for your hazard lights.
Oh yeah.
Like
In my opinion, it's in the wrong spot.
Yeah, it's sort of far away, sort of to the passenger side. So
It should be in the middle. It should not be all the way to the right at the fucking passenger. It should not be the fucking SOS button for the fucking passenger.
yeah, but it's still just a big red button. Same with the first generation. It was a big red button on the. It's a big red button on the dash, and you can just slap it like you're in the voice, and you're about to say yes, and you just, your hazard lights turn on. This car should also be very easy to. Oh no, I parked my driver's side door really close to something, and now I can't open it. Let me just move to the passenger side. There's no shifter, so all you have to do is just hop over the center.
But like, I'm pretty sure I've seen one in Jean Mango before, even in real life already. I've also I've seen the 5 series. I don't also a couple of times already. Like,
Yeah, I've seen a new 4 actually.
oh, what the fuck?
Although the
Like-
4, it's in my opinion not really the right thing to go for. But that's just me.
Although I will say, I genuinely think the stock color on the Twingo is genuinely the worst looking color.
The it needs to be brighter yellow.
No, I think the shade of yellow is good. I don't think yellow just looks necessarily the good on it. I think it's the right shade of yellow for the car. That's not the issue.
Also, we might actually wrap up the podcast at this point because
I was
yeah,
about to say.
this has just been a rant about cars and about just
Russia.
fast food.
and Russia.
Yeah.
Three
yeah, we should
very
probably wrap it
like
up.
completely related and relevant topics.
Yeah, but I
mean,
guess
isn't that the lovely thing of a podcast?
I guess I should say the thing that does the thing, so
Yeah.
the thing happens,
Yeah.
and that is, we're not experts.
But we were here.